and welcome to another Newsmo Live. Here we stay clear of the chaos, confusion and clutter that comes with news and dive straight into the stories that matter to you and I. How do you imagine the lives of your favorite cricketers? I certainly didn't imagine it to be in a 10 feet by 12 feet jail. But in our neighbouring country, that's how the life of former cricketer turned politician Imran Khan has turned out to be. Mind you, he has two homes in Pakistan, a sprawling hilltop mansion in Islamabad and a luxurious home in Lahore. But for now, he has to do time in a distant prison that houses hardened criminals. So from this to this, that's how the life of the former Pak Prime Minister has turned out to be. A dingy cell with closed walls, no proper ventilation, without proper food. Is this how Pakistan treats its former Prime Ministers? Khan's lawyer said Imran Khan's cell is infested with insects and bugs, has an open washroom and no basic amenities. Usually politicians, ex-army men and retired bureaucrats are assigned either A or B category prisons. For instance, Asif Ali Zardari, the former president of Pakistan, was assigned Class A during his jail term. But Imran has been put under Class C of prisoners in jail. Let's look at what this class system within Pakistani jails entail. Prisoners in Pakistan are categorized in three sections: A, B and C. Prisoners who didn't commit any serious crimes are classified under Class A and B. And what do they get? A 21-inch television, mattress, table, chair and clothing. Newspapers and books are also provided to the prisoner. The cost of all such facilities is meant to be incurred by the prisoner. Now Imran Khan has been given C category by the court because his case is under trial. Prisoners coming under Class C usually have committed serious crimes. They are also often made to work for the higher class prisoners as cleaners or cooks. C-class cells in Pakistani jails are also infamous for being cramped, congested and often lacking proper ventilation. Imran Khan's political party is alleging that he is not being given proper legal representation and is also being denied meals inside the jail. Interestingly, the system of assigning Class A prisoner status to political prisoners was repealed by none other than Imran Khan himself. So look at the irony that has come to bite him in the back. If you thought the worst was over and we would not have to go back to wearing these, I have some bad news for you. A new COVID variant, Eris, is spreading rapidly in the United Kingdom and also leading to hospitalizations. Watch to know the symptoms that you should be on a lookout for.
Just when we thought the pandemic was behind us, a new COVID variant Eris or EG.5.1 has sent shockwaves across the globe, made a comeback across the globe. Don't let the short name fool you. Eris is leading to a spike in COVID cases in the U.S., UK and other parts of Europe. 1 out 5 COVID cases in the UK are due to this latest variant. Eris or EG5 is a bit familiar to us. This variant is a descendant of Omicron. The latest data from UK Health Security Agency says this is the second most common variant in the UK. According to Health Agency, cases rising in the UK week ending 31st July -5.4%, week ending 23rd July 3.7%, UXA report. Even though the number seems small, it accounts for about 1.5% of infection cases. That's not great news. So what are the symptoms of this new variant? One needs to note that the symptoms of Eris are similar to previous COVID variants: runny nose, headache, fatigue, mild or severe, sneezing, sore throat. Professor Christina Pagel warns that the UK could potentially face another wave driven by these variants, waning immunity, and unfavorable weather conditions. Our lockdown habits could see a reprise. Dr. Mary Ramsay, UXA's head of immunization, says regular washing of hands can help protect you from COVID-19 and other bugs and viruses. If a person is experiencing symptoms of respiratory illness, then they should stay away from others where possible. Health experts stress on vaccination to battle this new variant.
It was a riot of colors where more than 500 women clad in Kanchipuram, Chanderi, Banarasi and many other types of saris dominated the streets of London. Here's a sight that you must have not seen before in the United Kingdom.
Draped in the vibrant hues of India, London took on the aura of a bride as 750 women of Indian origin paraded from iconic Trafalgar Square to Parliament Square, each adorned in state-specific saris, celebrating Handloom Day. This vibrant procession was the brainchild of British women in saris, conceived during August Heritage Month to honor Handloom Day and redefine the sari as a language of power dressing.
नेशनल हैंडलूम डे पे सबको बहुत बहुत बधाई। हमें दुनिया में ये पहुंचाना है कि ये जो साड़ियां हम पहन रहे हैं, जैसे मैंने बनारसी साड़ी पहनी है, तो इन साड़ियों को बनाने वाले जो कारीगर हैं उनकी वैल्यू हमें और करनी चाहिए।
Representatives from each Indian state proudly held placards, donning weaves that epitomized their regions. Each woman carried a unique tale woven into her sari.
I'm very proud कि मैं इस वॉकेथॉन में, साड़ी वॉकेथॉन में हिस्सा लिया। सो मैं एक ही बात कहना चाहूँगी, नारी विच साड़ी है कि साड़ी विच नारी है कि नारी की नारी है कि साड़ी की साड़ी है। जैसे एक साड़ी को वीव करने के लिए हज़ारों धागों का ताना बाना बुना जाता है, वैसे ही वॉकेथॉन बुनी गई है अपनी हज़ारों लड़कियों औरतों के साथ, जो महिलाओं ने मिलके एक वॉकेथॉन को तैयार किया है और भारत देश को रिप्रेजेंट किया है ब्रिटेन में।
This saree is almost 60 years old and it takes more than 4 to 5 weeks to weave the saree and with some kasuti work. So, and Karnataka has 18 varieties of different handloom sarees and they're all made of silk and cotton. Basically, Karnataka is the highest producer of mulberry silk, and I'm representing even Udupi cotton saree and northern Karnataka.
Among them marched those on a dedicated mission. More than a sari walkathon, this was a stroll down memory lane. Adorned in India's myriad weaves, Kanta, Baluchari, Chanderi, Banarasi, Maheshwari, and more, these women showcased not only personal memories but also memories of their cities, states, and country. As they danced and sang through London's streets, they showcased Indian culture in all its splendor. Handloom has been India's hallmark for centuries, yet British colonial policy stifled the industry in favor of powerlooms. The Swadeshi movement and the symbol of the charkha became integral to India's struggle for freedom. It was fitting that this colourful caravan, culminated at the statue of Mahatma Gandhi in Parliament Square, facing the British Parliament. The square burst to life with vibrant hues and resonated with the soul-string notes of India's national anthem, Jana Gana Mana. Beyond being a mere spectacle, it embodied the nation's essence, a tapestry of unity in diversity, an embodiment of the unparalleled Indian spirit that distinguishes it from all other nations worldwide.
Start your day with water. Drink at least 8 liters of water per day. Drink water from copper vessels and so on. I'm not the first person to say this and definitely not even the last one. Water has been hailed as a solution to everything and there's no one who can refute the benefits of drinking water. But before you go on to have your next glass of water, let me tell you that a woman in the United States died of having too much water. Watch this report to believe me.
Amid US heat wave, a 35-year-old woman, Ashley Summers, collapsed and died due to what is known as water toxicity. According to her relatives, she expressed feeling a sense of extreme dehydration when she was out with her family on a weekend trip. Ashley's brother was told that she drank 4 bottles of water in 20 minutes before she collapsed. While this is a rare consequence of water toxicity, here are some of the signs, symptoms and precautions which will help you prevent overhydration which leads to water toxicity. Overhydration happens typically when one drinks large amounts of water in a small period of time. When the kidney is unable to get rid of the excess water in the body, it causes the cells to fill up with liquid, causing them to swell. This leads to a condition which is known as hyponatremia or water intoxication. Nausea and vomiting, dizziness, headache, confusion, drowsiness, muscle cramps, and clear urine multiple times a day. One can prevent overhydration by alternating water with electrolytes, such as coconut water, lemonade, buttermilk, etc., especially when one is being exposed to heat. According to the National Academy of Medicine, the water intake differs based on one's gender. It is recommended that men drink approximately 13 cups of water in a day, while women have around 9 cups of water in a day.
At home, Putin faces no elections, no party or state institutions that threaten his rule, no domestic political opposition. He is basically Russia. But if there was someone who challenged him, it was Alexei Navalny, the most prominent face of Russian opposition. Not for long though, because challenging Putin results in this.
A Russian court convicted imprisoned opposition leader Alexei Navalny of extremism charges and sentenced him to 19 years in prison. Navalny is already serving a 9-year term on a variety of charges that he says were politically motivated. The 47-year-old Navalny is President Vladimir Putin's fiercest foe and has exposed official corruption and organized major anti-Kremlin protests.
Navalny is for me a symbol of some kind of hope in Russia, that something can change for the better. A symbol of democracy, symbol of a strong word. He was arrested in January 2021 upon returning to Moscow after recuperating in Germany from nerve agent poisoning that he blamed on the Kremlin. The new charges against the politician related to activities of Navalny's Anti-Corruption Foundation and statements by his top associates. It was his 5th criminal conviction, all of which his supporters see as a deliberate Kremlin strategy to silence its most ardent opponent.
The punishment of Navalny is a tool with which the Russian authorities are trying to intimidate all caring people who are dissatisfied with this government. They're sending us a signal. Each of you, sit and be silent, do nothing, we all know better than you.
The extremism trial took place behind closed doors in the penal colony east of Moscow where he is imprisoned. Navalny rejected all the charges against him as politically motivated and accused the Kremlin of seeking to keep him behind bars for life. The politician is currently serving his sentence in a maximum security prison, penal colony number 6 in the town.
And he will be transferred. He will be placed in those institutions where people who are already sitting do not have a chance to see the free world. And, accordingly, there are prison guards with a different mentality to manage this world. And, well, we don't know how the lawyers will continue to visit him.
That's all the news that we have for you today. This is Jessica Goyal. Thank you for watching.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today Newsmo.